Hey YouTube, it's your girl Stacy back again with another video, and today we are making some curry lobster and shrimp. Let's get into it. So here are the spices that I will be using, which is the curry powder, some crushed chili pepper, salt, pepper, and chef spice. I got me some scotch bonnet pepper, some sweet potato, a lemon, some green onions, some coconut milk. We got our pre-blanched shrimp and lobster. I just basically boiled up some water, put a little butter in there, and I let it boil for about 5 minutes or so and took it out. But these are the ingredients. You know, I love me some pimento seeds, some garlic, the basics. And when I say basics, what I'm talking about are your basic spices that you would use when you're typically making curry. So we're starting off by toasting off some of our curry powder that I just put with some oil, and then I'm adding the seasonings, which does include more curry powder and the chef spice and the crushed chili peppers. I just want to make sure that this has some flavor. Then I'm going to add the ginger, the garlic, the scotch bonnet pepper, and the pimento seeds. I'm going to get those nice and toasted up. And basically what I'm doing is I'm preparing this little roux, so to speak, for our shrimp that I blanched. Basically what I want to do is to achieve some flavoring in this shrimp and lobster mixture. So I'm just going to toss those up real quickly. And I did mention that I boiled them in some butter, but I did add a bit of spices to the water, some salt, some pepper. I just wanted it to be extremely flavorful. So with making sure that the flavors are locked in, I just wanted to ensure that I toss them up real good for about 5 minutes and allow that to sit. So basically it's just gonna sit on the side and marinate while I go ahead and add the onions and so on and so forth. You'll see that coming up shortly, but this is basically the first step to me getting this curry going. So I added a little bit more oil and a little touch more of curry powder to this pot, and then I go ahead and I'm gonna add a little bit of brown sugar to create, as I do the caramelization to this curry dish. I don't know why I am always so tongue-tied, but it is what it is. So you see here I'm adding the onions, and I'm get those nice and glazed up. I'm adding the green onions as well. Sometimes I put that last, but in this particular dish, I'm adding it first because I just feel like the two combined with the seafood is just gonna marry well together, and just, ooh, the smell right now, like you guys have no idea how wonderful it smells. I really wish that YouTube can provide a virtual scent experience for you, but if you try this recipe at home, you will be able to understand what I mean about the aroma. So I did go ahead and add a large chopped up sweet potato to that. I added a little bit of water just because I wanted to boil the potatoes a little bit before adding the pre-cooked lobster and shrimp. And not pre-cooked, you know, they were blanched for 5 minutes, so they're not cooked entirely. And I did not want to overcook the lobster meat. So after about 15 minutes, I went ahead and added the lobster to this mix, and this is where I'm going to add some additional seasoning to it. Ugh, it just smells so freaking good, y'all. When I tell you, a lot of mercy. And you know, I'm gonna go ahead and add my favorite, some coconut milk. It's one of my favorite ingredients, especially when it comes to making curry or especially Caribbean dishes. I mean, like I said before in previous videos, I could put coconut milk in anything and I would be happy. All right, so this meal is making me happy because I know that adding that little bit of coconut milk, well, not a little, I added a can, so allow me to tell, adding any coconut milk to this just really helped to perfect the flavor profiles that I was going for. I wanted something sweet and savory as well as spicy, and to balance all of that, I added some lemon juice, just a wedge, not too much, because you know you don't want to like have it sour. You'll understand when you make this dish how it just all comes together. And so in tasting, I went ahead and added some more water, some more of my Lala's curry powder, and of course that new jerk spice that I'm addicted to, clearly, because I'm very heavy-handed with this. And I added that, and I didn't have any fresh thyme, so I went ahead and added some of the dry thyme that I had. It's just all coming together nicely, and the smells and the taste is just amazing right now, like amazing. I can't get over how amazing it smells. Say amazing one more time, Stacy. So I'm going to just mix this all up, and I'm going to let it boil down for about another 10 to 15 minutes. And as you can see, it's just starting to take on some of the curry colors, especially the shrimp. It just, oh my gosh, those shrimp were massive. And when I tell you, oh my gosh, buddy, this dish right here, as I let that simmer down and cook and let the flavors just do what it does, I'm seasoning up some water with some of my Scotch bonnet salt and some chicken base. And that's just, basically because I don't want my rice to taste plain. And so the rice is done and the curry is done, and we're going to plate it up. We're going to plate it up nice, nice, nice for all you to see. I just try to be a little bit fancy, just a little bit fancy. I remember the times when I used to make rice and the smoke detector would let me know when it's ready. Lord, I could burn some rice back in the day. I'm glad I got better at it. Practice makes perfect. So we're going to add our lobster and our shrimp and some of those sweet potatoes and plenty of gravy. As a saucy woman, I like a lot of sauce. And I'm trying to make it fancy for y'all, but I feel like y'all get the gist of what's happening here. We're plating it up and we're getting ready to chow down. I had the lovely pleasure of sharing this dish with my coworkers on set. Oh my gosh, they enjoyed it so much. It made me so happy to see this little last minute dish that I decided to make just feed so many people, and the appreciation and the love they had for it. And here it is. I mean, I put my heart into everything that I cook, and feeding people and seeing them happy brings me the utmost joy. Like, look at that. Look at that. And there it is, y'all. I'm really, really excited to dig in. I want to say a huge thank you to my subscribers and viewers. And hey, my new subscribers, I see y'all. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you so much for joining me, and know that God is good all the time, and all the time, God is good.